Here we go, last refuge. In the bottom left, getting Undead, going Criplord, expanding is RazerMoon. In the upper right, getting Human, going Archmage, creeping the green and running across to harass through the Footman Scout is Dise. That's where we're at. One camp has been crept for Dise, and the first is attempting to be crept by RazerMoon. Footman surrounded. So this sort of pressure, this is something I learned from Remo Demo recently watching his casts. This sort of pressure from the Archmage, you can just not tech, do this pressure, and then back away eventually and just expand a little bit later. Most players tech, but I'm getting to the point where I think, like, you do this amount of pressure, the Crippler's 1 HP, he's terrified to expand, and then you just maybe kill the Acolyte and then back away, call Militia, and expand. It's a late expo, but it oftentimes is late expo against Undead. Much later than against Night Elf, for instance. Like, RazerMoon is terrified to expand, I'm sure now. Imagine even you could just expo with just Militia. Or, you know, a couple of Footmen and some Militia. Regardless, though. Dise, this pressure is still pretty strong. They're gonna be blocked. Both heroes getting to the danger zone. Archmage and Criplord around the same health, because Criplord's a strength hero and Archmage is an intelligence hero. Duel may go down. The Archmage wasn't focusing on the right target. Criplord is just sort of chilling on the Blight. Don't mind that choice for RazerMoon. Healing where he can. He does now, because of that, have the HP advantage. Oh, Criplordio is one hit away. Tried to deny himself to the creeps, wasn't able to. And this is an absolute disaster, and 1-0. And, you know, playing against Fast Expansion as a human player is very similar to playing against Fast Expansion as a Night Elf player, I would say. You creep your first camp, you scout it with a Wisp, in this case a Footman, and then you run down and harass it with a ranged hero, the Keeper, a lot of the times. So, yeah, let's say that although it was a Criplord and not a Lich or a Death Knight, Dise has a lot of practice in this situation. And RazerMoon maybe not with the most practice on the defending side of this, so that's why we see a swift 1-0. Random versus random map 2, though, is Autumn Leaves. Let's see what they get, everybody. All going to come down to the races. I mean, if either player gets Night Elf against another player's off race, they're probably just winning. Ooh, and I'm excited for this one. I'm very excited for this to see what Dise does, because in game 2, Dise in the bottom left is Undead, and the upper right, it's RazerMoon. Now, if these were swapped, we would for sure be seeing a Nerubian Tower Rush. But will Dise do the Nerubian Tower Rush against RazerMoon? How does Dise feel about the Nerubian Tower Rush? We know how RazerMoon feels, but we don't actually know how Dise feels. So, RazerMoon with his main race. Dise with... I'm not sure what his strongest off race is. I really don't know. To be honest, the only time I've seen him off race is against Happy. And, you know how that goes. So I really don't know. Like, we can rank Happy's best off races. I think Orc is the second best, and then Night Elf. And then Human, in terms of the stats of him playing it. A Dreadlord for Mr. Dise. Against a Demon Hunter for RazerMoon. Probably best case scenario for RazerMoon. No? Probably. Oh, I just realized. We don't have in-game music. There we go. Now we do. Now we do, everybody. They're playing random. Yes, they are playing random. Man, what I wouldn't give for one of these players to Nerubian Tower Rush, the other's Night Elf. Oh, what I'd love to see that. Oh, boy.
A player's forces are under attack.
But we won't be seeing that today, unless Dise does it with a Dreadlord. Will we see the unsummon trick? I saw Ted, when he played Lin last night, do the unsummon trick like 8 minutes into the game. It's not something you think about doing if your Acolyte lives or your Peon lives past the first creep camp, but Ted did it like on Turtle Rock last night against Lin, like for the 5th camp. And it was actually very disruptive. It forced a stomp, it forced Lin to creep the camp a lot slower. Sleeps around on the wisp, by the way. You know, if you keep that Acolyte alive, just keep pulling the creep camps with the unsummon trick. It's always good. Okay, so sleep, but he's gonna possibly eat a mana burn. No, immolation. And immolation, just like when you're town portaling, still does damage. Still does damage when you're slapped, so all he's gotta do is hug these ghouls. And ghoul block. Yep, nicely done. 2 ghouls, 1 HP in the base. Nice micro. Blight almost detonated. If it weren't for the ensnare, it would have been a perfect detonate. But he's got a second wisp for that reason. But we also have a second sacrificial skull for that reason. Hacking the ziggurat. But no archer here. I don't know if he's going to get it. Maybe with the stutter stepping. He misses an attack with the stutter stepping. Okay. He wouldn't have gotten the cancel anyway. The archer would have had to stay to her last breath in order to get that cancel.
A player's forces are under attack.
And still tier 1. And a counter expansion. Okay. This would be a very strong position for Dise, or rather RazerMoon, to pull mercenaries, which is something I feel like we don't see enough on Autumn Leaves, is the mercenary pull. Once nighttime hits, you put a wisp here, you get an archer, attack it, grab both mercs. I believe you take a little bit of damage from the camp, but if you buy the berserker first, it's not that much. On the priest, obviously, it's a lot more. That's so good. You can abolish the sleep, you can heal your demon hunter a little bit. The berserker does a ton of damage to ghouls. The merc pull, severely underrated on Autumn Leaves, guys. I'm telling you. He would be able to fight this with a merc pull easily. And the demon hunter is going to have to town portal. The only question is, will he get the haunted gold mine? I'll answer that question for you. He won't. Could have used the archers, though, and then the TP. Would have gotten them out. He might have lost 1. Was there dust? There's no dust, so he actually could have saved every archer and got the gold mine cancel. So a little bit, a couple questionable plays from RazerMoon, I'll be honest with you guys. But still, level 2, counter expos up, and honestly, he'll be mining earlier than Dise, depending on how many acolytes he's macroing currently. And he'll be up in tech, so RazerMoon, not the end of the world this early game. Far from perfect, though. And that'll be Book of the Dead. Doesn't get much worse, does it? Demon Hunter will get level 3 from this camp. Nice usage of the Ancient of War. Didn't realize you could actually pull the creeps out this far and still use the AOW. You barely really have to move it to creep this camp. Surprised we don't see that utilized more often. I guess you need to build archers, though. That's the issue, right? But I mean, you could do it, you know, say with a warden. 1 archer. Do the merc pull with the warden. Second Ancient War here. Move this Ancient War here. Warden. Looking viable on Autumn Leaves, everybody. Laliat's played it in the past. He has. Remember against Hawk. War 3 Champions Finals. Blink. Stole the creep. You guys remember. It was in the highlight video. I digress. Carrion Swarm harass on wisps. You love to see it. But there's a reason why I said best case scenario for RazerMoon, and that's because he has mana burn against a Dreadlord. Gargs has to be the play. There's no way a Net Elf player does not play Gargs against their own race. There's the Merc pull. Alright. Dreadlord uses the Book of the Dead and gets us around. Not going to be able to hold it, but will be able to save himself because of it. Staff teleportation. You need to go now. Okay, he does go now. So the Book of the Dead actually finds some value. What's up, 4th Age? It's going well. It's going well. Because I'm casting the game and not playing the game, I'm always in a great mood. You know what I mean? You know what I mean.
A player's forces are under attack.
Red Lord, close to 4. And yeah, 3 crypts. You're gonna see the Gargulios. But 2 base, 2 base. You could see the counter to Gargulios. The issue becomes, though, you know, Gargs, Mass Archers, not bad against Gargs, right? But with a high-level Dreadlord on the field, you really want to go Archers. You kind of need to go Dryads. You kind of need to go Panda. Might not have the tempo that RazerMoon needs currently with how delayed his tech was. Is he just going to lose his Demon Hunter here? Oh, Mana Pot, sleep! He doesn't... Sleep was off cooldown, right? He could have just killed the Demon Hunter there, no? He had the Mana Pot. Am I crazy? Was that was a free Demon Hunter kill there, no? Alright, never mind. Panda, level 2. Gets the lab. Bash, unfortunate. Saturated. At the end of the day, Dise is ahead in gold. A little bit. And Gargs are on their way. But triple lore. So he's not even going to attempt to go Hippogriffs. And obviously, with a Keeper, you can go Aura, and then, you know, you kind of counteract the Vamp Aura. But if you go Air versus Air, and you're up against, like, a level 5 Dreadlord, and he goes Carrion Swarm, Vamp Aura high level, I don't know if you're going to win that Air versus Air fight, right? So maybe Dryads are the better choice. Unless the Dreadlord gets level 6, and then he's going to destroy Dryads with that Infernal. There's no stock spot in Merc Camp Inc. On Autumn Leaves, I certainly do. It's one of those things. There's a few things that I just repeat, I feel like, every cast, and that's always one of them. Nice Moonwell, but only will keep your Wisp alive for so long. Nice save. Another expansion.
A town is under siege. A player's forces are under attack.
Another Invis pot. Nice find on that kill. And now this expansion is good as dead, no? Does he have enough Gargs currently, Dise, to defend this expansion? He may not. Unless he gets some money Carrion Swarms, and I mean plural Carrion Swarms before the mana burn comes in. I don't know if he can defend this. We will see, though. Perhaps an Invis pot himself? No, I guess what he could do is he could Carrion Swarm, sleep the Demon Hunter, run away. But he doesn't have a mana pot to use all those abilities. That's a good Carrion Swarm, but we need about 1 more of those, I would say, to make this fight viable. Level 3 Panda, 1 Garg already dead, 1 Dryad falls, but 2 Gargs meet their end. Where's the Demon Hunter when you need him most? Apparently not there to stop that second Carrion Swarm. Did use a mana pot, by the way. This 3rd Carrion Swarm will kill these archers if he has the time. Okay, it sleeps instead. And the Demon Hunter's absence may have cost RazerMoon that fight there.
A player's forces are under attack.
And just a lot of Dryads, a lot of Gargs being produced. We're going to have some very high-level heroes. Which Dise might not be favored. Despite what we think about the Dreadlord, it's a very strong hero on level 6. I don't know if it's going to be able to hang with, say, a Demon 5, Panda 4. I don't know if it's going to really matter if you have the Infernal. If you can even get the mana for the Infernal. We'll see, though. Sapper, again. The AP, but might be caught out. It's going to be close. No, he just sappers it straight up. Goldmine Sapper? You don't see that every day. Oh my god, he thought it would one-shot the Goldmine, but it doesn't one-shot the Goldmine. I like the idea. He was trying to sapper it into immediately Carrion Swarming and killing all the Wisps. but it doesn't one-shot it. You need a little bit more damage. Oh, he gets the wisps, though! Oh, what a mistake from RazerMoon. Because that was the whole idea of the play. Who cares if the gold mine's dead if you don't have wisps? Demon Hunter in the meantime, though, being annoying. Forcing constant micro on the acolytes, which is near impossible at this stage in the game. Unless you're happy, apparently. Would like to see a second attack upgrade on the Gargs. Or even a third attack upgrade. It is tier 3. And also no stone form yet, by the way. Half teleportation. Still no orbs for RazerMoon, and he's only going to get stronger if he can get 2 of those orbs and a single bear maybe for some rejuve. I think RazerMoon might have just done it. The Dreadlord is just not really strong enough against the Demon Hunter. If he was up against the Keeper, maybe. But okay, level 6. And all of a sudden, a lot of Dryads just died. Maybe I overestimated. Oh. Carrion Swarm dodged. Not really dodged so much as he used the potion before the Carrion Swarm even went off, but Infernal is here. Four Crypt Gargs, which he would be able to produce off of if only this expansion was mining ever. RazerMoon, almost level 5 demon. And then we're going to get into the point, you know where you see in Night Elf mirrors when one player gets level 6, and then we see an Invis pot on the Demon Hunter to get the preemptive burn so that you can't have the metamorphosis? We might need to see that on the Dreadlord. And that's why he has a mana pot. But what does it cost? Is it 150 mana for the Infernal, or is it 200? Because it might not be enough. If you have a mana pot, you're just always going to have the ultimate nearly. So even the Invis pot play might not prevent it. And then again, he could also just preemptively use the Infernal. But you want the stun. That's so great with the Garg focus. If you get a stun on the Dryads. And there it is. But where are the Gargs? There they are. Oh. I actually thought the immolation from the Infernal did damage to Dryads. But it doesn't. Oh, so it's actually not that good against Dryads. Obviously, I was comparing it to Blade Storm, which does do damage to Dryads. And Breakers and all that. But, yeah, I thought the Infernals... Huh. Thought it did damage to Dryads. It doesn't, though. And the Dreadlord... Where's the shop? Here's the shop. He can make it. He does make it. 55 against 59. But that Infernal is... Dunzo, it's gone. Did get a lot of Dryad kills, but he also gave a lot of experience to RazerMoon. But third base, happily mining. RazerMoon hasn't thought about re-expanding himself. Ultravision, right on time for daytime. He got Wellspring on time, though, let's be honest. That's the better upgrade in this sort of a game. Oh, the Dryads, where are you? There they are. Level 7 Dreadlordio. Infernal. 90 seconds away. There is no sleep, so the Demon Hunter won't die. But if there was, actually he would have died there. And Dise holds. The supply is still even. But the Panda has a way to carry this game, and that way is getting level 5. Transition into Meat Wagons with Disease Cloud. I like that choice. I, too, play this Fast Expo Gargs into Double Slaughterhouse A-Bomb Meat Wagon style myself when I happen to play Undead and I happen to play versus Night Elf. 175 mana, okay. Yeah, I really thought the Immolation... If the Immolation damages Dryads, Infernal just wrecks Dryads, but it doesn't. Yeah, the stun hits them, but yeah, the Immolation does not. Yeah, so Infernal is just a lot worse than I thought. I mean, if it's not focused, the Chaos damage is still going to destroy Dryads, but I mean, a single meat wagon would do more than the Infernal is doing, short of being a frontline tank, you know what I mean? Crystal Ball should probably reveal this. I'm waiting. Waiting for the reveal. Unless he reveals a red camp.
A player's forces are under attack.
Red Lord getting out. Hasn't revealed this yet. And there's, by the way, just 2 Gargs sitting here, but Dise is transitioning anyway. This one is physical attack. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. I just thought it was a similar mechanic from the Infernal's immolation. That's all. Arg's being annoying. I mean, the Panda's going to wreck the meat wagons if there's no A-bombs. That's why I think A-bomb meat wagon is a good transition. Sapper. Did he reveal this yet? Well, it seems like he knows about it regardless. Towers weren't upgraded. I mean, if I was Dise, I would have just built 5 Ziggurats here. And had the opportunity. Oh, meat wagon gets the disease on everything. And the Infernal is ready. Sapper, though, hits huge. Dise could defend this, though. He's still got a good clump of Gargs, and he's got the Infernal, which he should use right now. There it is. Sleep. And that's a big stun. Full scroll. Pandas might get 5 off this fight, but there's so many drives about to die. Panda's surrounded right now by his own units. The 1 heal scroll was used, obviously with only a solo Dreadlord. You can't really spam those heal scrolls. The Infernal is doing work on these bears. Drive's being chased down. Dreadlord's about to be level 8. Okay, the Infernal. Gonna go down. Deny. Doesn't get the deny. Feeds a little bit of experience. Well, not really a little bit. Quite a bit, in fact. The Panda's gonna be 5 this game, probably. And then the question becomes, will the Demon Hunter be level 6 this game? Oh, no. Don't lose your Panda. He's got a staff. Okay, there we go. 74 against 66. Still a game. Expansion is fully mined, and the Ziggurats were rebuilt. And now he's deciding to tower up. Level 8 Dreadlord. Top goes down. +3 attack nearly done. Destroform nearly done. Destroyers. Destroyer Garg. Pretty good in this situation. RazerMoon just cannot heal up his army because of the disease cloud. Those meat wagons had some omega value. Now he's expanding in the corner, but is it too late? He's down so much supply. Is a 3rd hero not good at this stage? Like, something like, I was just thinking when I saw that staff, and a Keeper for Entangle, but more importantly, a 3rd orb. Which we don't even have 2 orbs yet. I couldn't tell you why. But, you know, if we have like a Potom or a Keeper 3rd, yes, it delays the Panda level 5, Demon level 6. That's the argument against it. But having triple orb is really, really good. Which is why I'm surprised we don't even have double orb yet. Where is the Panda's orb? Boneyard on the way and 4 Gargs. Haze fire on 1 Acolyte. Okay. This expansion, maybe not long for this world. Human staffs away. Back home to the Moonwells. Oh my god, that was well timed. Right before the gold mine finishes. And the meat wagon. Find the kill. 9. Against 75. Our main base is dry. Yes, they are. Nature's Blessing not done. The Tree of Eternity will walk over the top left, though. Infernal cooldown over. And he has the mana pot, so he could use it in the next fight, but he needs to kind of sleep and then use it, or else he gets burnt. Sleep. But immediately abolished. Okay, there's not going to be Infernal for this fight. We're going to swarm some bears instead. Not really a great start to the fight for Dise. Everything's out of position, and his Dreadlord has no mana and no ultimate. Still, the Dryads are falling. There's not really the numbers. Panda level 5. And Dreadlord needs to staff out. There it is. Nice staff on this Dryad up here. Frostworm and 4 more Gargs on their way. But Dise is still fighting. Or rather, RazerMoon's still fighting. Getting my Night Elf players confused. And RazerMoon's still fighting here. This tree is gonna move over soon. And up. Gets that guard. Demon's gonna be 6 soon. And this gold mine, 4,200. This gold mine, 4,800. About, what, 7 minutes of mining? 7 or 8, 7.5 around there. So if this upper left, and this expansion actually also around 7 minutes of mining. So if this expansion is saturated, it will be RazerMoon with the last gold on the map. Looking more and more likely the longer this game goes. I mean, all RazerMoon needs to do is hold out until he gets level 6 Demon Hunter, and then he's probably going to win every fight past then. Unsummoning 2 crypts. And maybe Dise going for one final push. 86 supply, realizing that he's got to win this game eventually, or the heroes are going to be too strong. I know he's got a level 9 Dreadlord, but level 6 Demon Hunter is going to be much better than the level 9 Dreadlord in this game. This might be the final push. 86 against 50. How good is a Panda 5? We're going to find out. Invis pot. Like that choice. Oh, but he's using it to harass. Okay, he needs to defend. Okay, here we go. Realizes. The first haze fire is going to be money. Not to mention, it could land on both statues and the meat wagon. Passing the staff to try to get the first mana burn off. Trying to get that burn off. Does. And the haze fire lands on everything before the stone form. That's a lot of damage. That's a spicy meatball. Second mana burn. Gonna force the first mana potion. And then just disengages like this fight from RazerMoon. He loses the gold mine, but he's mining up here now. Soon. He has a really nice start to that engagement. Needs to try to burn these statues and meat wagons down, though. If he doesn't start damaging the mechanical units, nice necropolis, the statues are just going to heal them up to full. And then all the panda's mana will be wasted. But what he did achieve in that last fight, RazerMoon, was draining the Dreadlord of a little bit of mana. No Infernal without a mana potion for now. He could just use the mana pot and just use the Infernal. It lasts long enough to do that. Haze fire lands decently. The Demon Hunter is the target of focus. He's already back, though. Demon Hunter's still not level 6. He needs that ultimate. Oh, but he might not get it. The army's just so big for Dise. It's just so big. There's level 6. There's Metamorphosis. Hold up, let him cook. The panda. Does he have one more breath? Oh, the breath. Okay. Needs to staff out the Demon Hunter. Can he? Panda dead. Demon Hunter dead. Level 10 Dreadlord. And 2-0 for Dise. Ooh, it was close. It was very close. But that final death ball sealed the deal. What was that? 27-minute game almost. And We'll see. Will one player get their main race again? Will it work on Infernal? Yes, it does. Yes, indeed it does. And the final map will be between Concealed Hill, Northern Isles, and Twisted Meadows. He's definitely going to pick Twisted Meadows. Guarantee it. I guarantee it, everybody. No, Concealed Hill. All right. And we are loading in to possibly our final game of the day, but in random mirror, who knows? Both the players' randoms are actually just over 2,000 MMR, but 2,050 MMR, so both pretty strong. But it really does depend on what race they get. And, oh, I'm excited for this one. For the third game, and for what RazerMoon is hoping will not be the last game, will be Concealed Hill. This is the races they got. Upper right, RazerMoon with Night Elf. Bottom left, Dise with Orc. Oh, baby. But he's going to Farseer Headhunter all in him, isn't he? If he goes Blade Master, hats off to you, Dise. Respect if you go Blade here. Very funny game. Yeah, it's not too bad. I like the random mirror. I mean, more exciting than watching Bear Mirror for most of you. Even though, like I said, I do think RazerMoon maybe had a shot if they both went Night Elf. I think it was impossible, but Dice's random so far proven to be better. And he's gotten 3 different races. Not yet his main race. RazerMoon. Got Night Elf twice. Okay, this is going to be Farseer Headhunters. So my hat is still on my head, Dice. But I understand. You understand. Keeper? Demon Hunter. So, Farseer, Naga, Tower Rush, is that good at this level? I don't know. I don't do it. But on paper, I would think that would work against the Demon Hunter. But how Focus would play it would be Farseer, Shadowhunter, Shaman, Grunt, Raider, Tier 2 expansion. So let's have our authority be Focus, and not me in this situation for what the Orc player should do. Oh, of course he's got to go Farseer because he's against random as well. That makes more sense. Maybe he would have gone Blade if he knew he was up against Night Elf. Who knows? So my hat is now off my head again. It's half off my head. I'm tilting my hat down. Because I know that he had to go Farseer, because it was random. Even Lin goes Farseer against random. In at least 6 of 7 games. Like we saw last night against Ted. Okay, Wisp sees it. And the Demon Hunter. Going to get level 2, Immolation. Should be Immo Mana Burn, though. Not going to skip on the Mana Burn against the Farseer, I would expect. The classic first Headhunter getting ensnared when you go for a Grunt opener. Always happens to me. With the aggression. Going to find him, but not going to be able to stop the level 2. Unless... Oh, very close on that archer shot. Ooh, nice little wolf block. Let him cook. Chain Lightning available, though. Even after a Mana Burn will still be available. Oh, nice Peon block. Nice little details there. No shop up, though. Dice has to be careful. Not take too much damage.
The player's forces are under attack.
A lot of time invested. And he doesn't get it. Just gets bouldered. At least he doesn't get slowed. He's got to go back and heal, though, the Demon Hunter. And in that time, the Farseer may just be able to get level 3. It would take more than the shop. 2.9 might as well be level 3 when you're up against the Night Elf, and you can just find some archers, which he has found at least one. He's going to get a kill here. The question is, will he get both? He's going to get one. Like I said, there's nothing stopping him. He's going to get one kill. Did he see the shadow meld happen? I'm not sure. He gets one.
A player's forces are under attack.
Panda second, double lore probably is what RazerMoon's thinking right now. For Dise, he's got a few options. How Happy plays it and how Happy's played it against Dise in the past is just tier 3, Shadowhunter second, TC third, Bloodlust, Berserkers, and then just push it tier 3. Happy made it work. Archer acting as a sentry ward currently. But I don't know if RazerMoon's going to be able to stop this. He might be able to get a kill. But this golem will go towards Dise eventually. Or he'll just give it up. Full focus on the Demon Hunter. There's no Chain Lightning anymore, though. And a second. And the Rock Golem healed up to full. This is going to get tough now for Dise to kill. Because the Demon Hunter's coming back now with HP. Oh no, you should have killed the Golem when you had the chance. Now you're giving up the camp. Yeah, Dise has to back away. Yeah. Or maybe even TP? Full regen and no tier 3 tech, but Shadowhunter second. Oh, Dise. You gotta go, my friend. You gotta run. And, should be safe. We'll see. Gonna take, what? 6 auto attacks? Might be able to... No. Doesn't even get 2 auto attacks. Demon Hunter kills another Headhunter. He's gonna kill a 4th Headhunter, too. We'll die to the creeps. Boots of Speed helping out here.
The town is under siege.
And tier 3 on the way. RazerMoon gonna scout it. Hex first should save the grunt. Maybe. Yeah, he's gonna save the grunt with that. Farseer healing at the fountain. Oh, breath to wake up the creeps and damage the Farseer. Farseer will get away though. Oh, some chaos at the lab. Farseer still just trying to get away. But what Dise is doing here is delaying the Panda's creeping, which is all good for him. He doesn't need a high-level Farseer Dise. What he needs is tier 3, Shadow 3, and then to push before the Panda is ideally high-level. So what Dise is doing is good here. Even though he lost a lot of units with the over-aggression at the lab. The Panda needs to creep this. Oh, my mouse 3 got stuck there. They both played random. Follow boys. That's why. Probably this into a red camp pull. And that would be Shadow 3, but look at the invis pot. I like that. He's gonna get it. Might get bouldered before he gets it. Ooh, Hex. Not quite. Around. He's got a mana burn this demon, or else he's going to be forced to TP. Or he's got a mana burn the shadow. Okay, now he can staff out. Chain lightning? Ugh. Not quite. He was about 8 mana off of a chain lightning. The clarity didn't work fast enough. In the meantime, Panda gets his level 2. Demon needs a moonstone. Off to bed, see you at Crestfallen. Yeah, red camp pull right after. Should mean Shadow 3 if he cleans up the whole camp. And yeah, Moonstone, Wellspring, Adept upgrade, Abolish Magic. Lots of upgrades coming for both players. Shaman Adept, a little bit forgotten about, no? Should be Bloodlust on the way, but it's not quite. But Berserker upgrade was not forgotten about. And there's supply and gold for the TC. But the TC can be built after the Shadows 3. That's what Dise wants to do. From the lab, it was a potion of invulnerability. And from the red camp, it was a medallion of courage. Next red camp being pulled for Dise. And TC on the way. And Bloodlust should follow as well. Wouldn't mind seeing some attack upgrades for the Berserkers. There's Bloodlust. And here's level 3 for the Shadow. I don't know what that is. 12th loss. Could be passed over to the Shadow. Breath! We'll get the Berserker. That's a tough creep, Jack. That's a lot of tempo loss. That would have been a full heal. Level 3 on the Farseer. And then he could have immediately gone and pushed, like, picked up a heal scroll and pushed the main base. But now he's got to heal up. He's going to creep another camp. He's got to wait around a little bit. That's going to give RazerMoon a ton of time. Maybe enough time to win this game, to be honest with you guys. There's level 3. DC will get some solo XP. And there's a +1 attack for the Headhunters. 1 fountain is really the big camp left. For RazerMoon, he's got, you know, some experience close to his base, but really this is what both players are going to be thinking about. Nice, with a lot of nice items. Heal Scroll, Mana Pot, Potion of Vulnerability. I mean, with a couple of consumables himself, but not enough to really win a fight currently. TC got 2 in the meantime, by the way. You see some bloodlusting, and then this is a fight that RazerMoon should run from. Maybe go creep his bottom, or upper left rather, and give up the fountain. We see when Happy plays this, he's constantly hexing the panda, stomping the panda, not allowing the breaths as efficiently as they could be. But instead the focus is on the Demon Hunter. Staff out on that first bear. Heal Wave is good. Mana Burn on the TC, not on the Shadow. Going to allow the next Heal Wave and Heal Scroll. There we go. Demon Hunter has the TP, Potion of Healing used. A lot of damage used on that illusion. Panda's out of mana. We got to run here. Staff, not off cooldown. And that's a TP. Almost Mana Pot Hex could have been the kill there. And like I said, got to give up this fountain. And creep your upper left. Still not impossible for RazerMoon, if he can get up to 60 supply, but in these 50 supply fights, the Orc Army is just so efficient with the heroes and the Bloodlust. So efficient. But if you can get enough bears to just get on top and surround the Berserkers, they don't really have enough time to focus fire one down at a time. Dude, and RazerMoon continues to be aggressive? I don't know, maybe. Let's see. Maybe it works. I guess he's fighting when there's no heal scroll. We'll see how this works out. Yeah, heal scroll was repurchased. Pitlord 3rd. Something we have seen in the past. That's a big potion of vulnerability. I was surprised by this re-aggression, but it works for RazerMoon. I guess realizing that Dise needed items to fight, and he didn't have those items. And he fights right as soon as the tiny Great Hall goes up. I didn't even notice that myself. Panda has a ton of mana still. Whoop. Shadowhunter comes back with some heal waves, but that's a lot of AoE. And yeah, this re-aggression was the right play. Seems to be, at least. Demon Hunter staffed out for the time being, but the bear is taking care of the expansion, and there's another Breath of Fire soon. Needs some rejuves or perhaps back up to the fountain. RazerMoon needs to keep pressuring. He can't allow Dise to get more mana on his heroes, get another heal scroll. He needs to keep fighting, but it looks like he's going to be doing just that. Farseer dead, and the whole army dead. Pitlordio might be dying, but who really cares? Nice staff. Demon Hunter's back now, too. Bear still killing the Expo? Not quite, but it will soon, and that is 2-1. RazerMoon gets his first game. And we'll be going into game 4. And that game 4 will be on Northern Isles. A nice game from RazerMoon. Did question his choice, but he burns the heal scroll, gets rid of all the mana on the Orc heroes, DPs out, heals up himself, gets mana himself, goes again. And honestly, that won him the game. Decision that I would have not made myself is the reason why I would not beat Dise in game 3 of the grand finals of this tournament. Okay, game 4. And someone got Night Elf. We can hear it, can't we? Or did. Both players get Night Elf. RazerMoon in the bottom left is Night Elf. In the upper right, Dise. Night Elf. Now, obviously, Dise is going to be favored, as he typically is, when they both play their main race against each other. But it's not impossible for RazerMoon. He could certainly tie it up. Much rather have his Night Elf than any other race against Dice's main race. Or maybe RazerMoon would prefer to have Undead against Dice's Night Elf. That's what I really want to see. I hope we get a game 5 just so we can see that. Oh yeah, but I guess he went Criplord when he got Undead in game 1, didn't he? So he probably wouldn't go Criplord. Or he probably wouldn't go Death Knight ever to be able to do the Nerubian Rush. We probably just won't see it. Unfortunate. Demon Hunter versus Demon Hunter. Neither player going Keeper. Both players scouting early. Imagine one of these guys just blind pot him. That'd be so sick. The Wisps will cross paths. Now they both know what's up.
A player's forces are under attack.
Greater heal. Push and vulnerability. Probably the best items in this camp. Greater heal being the better of those two. Roll the Beast. Mana stealing, mana pot. Not really what you want. Dise goes Immolation. RazerMoon has yet to go Immolation. I do always wonder if it's worth it. You obviously get level 3 faster, which means you're the first at level 3 mana burn. But also, does that extra 15 seconds really win you the early game? We'll see. We will see. Greater heal versus Scroll the Beast. Much better item for RazerMoon. RazerMoon did go Immolation. He just didn't go Immolation right away. He apparently waited to see what Dice's skill choice is. Now RazerMoon is going to be a little bit behind by about 6 seconds. Isn't the end of the world. Both get a ring from their second camp. And the third camp. All the items are pretty good, but I would say Ward's better for the early game, Illusion's better for later on. But they're both scouting items. Wards it is for both. And the green camp will get them level 3. The north and south of their bases. RazerMoon, of course, healing up a little bit more because he used less mana because he went Immolation later. Dise gonna have a lower HP Demon Hunter. Another ring. Gloves of Haste. I would argue the ring probably better than the gloves. But Dise probably not too happy with his items, I'll be honest. RazerMoon with that greater heal gonna be just fine with what he has. And oftentimes when we see two players with a set of wards, we see one ward get placed, another ward get placed to counter that, another ward get placed to counter that, and then another ward get placed to counter that. And he who places the ward last, here we go, he who places the ward last tends to have the vision in the end, but then it just gets dusted anyway. But now RazerMoon with the vision advantage. We really have to keep track of who's ward. I guess we can see the yellow dot, so. Boots of speed, purchase for both. But Dise can't trade because he doesn't have a greater heal. But he's going to try to regardless. Goes for archers. Goes RazerMoon. Knowing that he can turn at any point and still win the fight against the Demon Hunter. Greater heal is such a big advantage. Because you can't run away from a greater heal. Like, a push and vulnerability, they pop it and you just run. Greater heal. They pop it and then whatever. He's still full HP at the end of the day. No time limit on health. Demon Hunters are Deny on the archer. And tier 2 reach for both. RazerMoon will have the Naga first, and RazerMoon is at the advantage right now. And he's got both wards up in the middle. Quite nice for him. What is he waiting for? Okay, he's doing the trick. Is this archer to the south? No, I think this is still surrounded. He's just waiting. Just waiting. He's got the wards, of course, so he's got full vision. This is good for RazerMoon. But it's Keeper. Well, so it doesn't matter. None of this matters. I've been seeing that more and more when people don't think they have Tavern control. At tier 2, they just go Keeper. Just say whatever. I'm not going to waste my time trying to get my Naga that's probably going to get killed anyway. So Keeper it is. The better late game choice, of course, is the Keeper. The better right now choice is the Naga. And Ancient of Winds, actually. As so often RazerMoon plays. One base Ancient of Winds. Which are worse right now and better later. Creep Jack. Ooh, gets the last hit, I believe. Yes. Angle will land. An archer falls. Ancient of War will die. And the creep will be stolen if Dise doesn't defend his creep camp right now. Tangle. Greater heal could be swapped. Should be. Will be. There it goes. Now Ancient of War will die again if you back away here. Oh, he's going for the... I'm so surprised he's going for archers right now. Ancient Warrior is dead. Triad. Oh no, he's gonna have to TP. And now the creep camp. Okay, they both TP. But now the creep camp will be going to Dise. Surprised by that choice to focus archers instead of focusing the Demon Hunter. You force the Demon Hunter back, the archers will follow. You force the archers back, the Demon Hunter will just stay right-clicking you. Now the camp, the tracker will go to Dise. The Ancient War did fall. And RazerMoon was trying to buy time for his tier 3 anyway. Parry up to Vitality. Very tanky boy is this Demon Hunter for Dise. Both will creep their expansions? No. Dise going to go aggressive with the Dryads. You get map control with your Dryads, of course. And add Entangle on top of that. And you have a recipe for being able to get the mid camps, which is what he's going to do. Could be Bone Chimes. Ooh, he's going Giants. He must have scouted the Ancients of Wind. So he's just going blind Mountain Giants, which pretty much destroy Talons.
Players' forces are under attack.
But what could be good against Giants is Triple Orb, and now that is not the easiest thing to get. That's kind of like telling an Orc player just get Torns with Bloodlust, but Triple Orb, good against Mountain Giants. You get that late into the game. And of course, a third hero is expected for RazerMoon. A Tinker or Dark Ranger or Potom. I prefer a ranged hero, but many prefer the Tinker. There's the first Giant with resistant skin on the way. Hardened skin already done. And just 1-2 Mountain Giants, the rest Dryads, is a perfectly fine army composition for Dise. Could even mix in some bears. Rejuve, of course. is why you'd go a couple of bears. Expansion coming up. Good timing for the expansion, too. Realizing they're both trading creep camps right now. This health stone is quite nice, actually. It's a Demon Hunter. Wouldn't be able to heal up too easily. If not, Crystal Ball will probably reveal this. Or what will it reveal? Because he's got a Wisp here anyway. Maybe reveal this red camp. Make sure it's still there, and then he can go down there and creep it. Moonwalls are sagged. Sapper will accidentally be found. Imagine if this Demon Hunter was super low, it just dies to the Sapper. Doesn't even blow it up on him. That would have been a really nice play, but honestly, he just accidentally found it. Did he not? I don't know. If he knew about the Sapper, I have no idea how he knew about it. Did he reveal the lab, see there was only 2 Sappers in it, and then go, okay, he just bought one? I don't know. Healthstone used preemptively. My god, man. Hey, Legoland 3131, thank you for the 4 months. How you doing? Appreciate you. Appreciate you. And the expansion will go up. No third hero for RazerMoon. Just 50 supply talons that have yet to cyclone. Therefore, they have lots of mana. Archers to counter the Dryads as well. If you don't have archers, how do you kill Dryads with just talons? You don't. So, mixture of units is necessary. A couple of them might be dying, though. Entangle on the next, perhaps. Interesting staff. Anti-magic potion, potion of vulnerability, by the way, on Dice's Demon Hunter. He did eventually find the bone chimes. Or is that what he found from the... Yeah, I guess that's what he found from the shop. I just didn't point it out. Oh, because I noticed he was going mountain giants as he crept that camp. That's why I didn't point out the bone chimes earlier. The expansion will be mining in 20 seconds. Red camp, which would be tough for RazerMoon to creep with magic damage. He's being taken by Dice anyway, but there's still... in the upper left, a red camp. Looks like they're going to be fighting over it. And honestly, good positioning for RazerMoon. Demon Hunter very, very low. And he goes for the red. He does get it. Legion Doomhorn. Might have to pop the potion. Yeah, it does pop the potion. Naga is just severely out of position. Staff passed and used last second. Oh my god, the Nagas... was literally 1 HP. That was close. He could have lost the game just for the Legion Doomhorn. And now it's going to help him run away. A few Talons may die. They could crow form and run. One will do just that, but doesn't go over the trees. The 2 will still die. Keeper will get 3 from this, and maybe a second orb is becoming available soon from the shop. I'd imagine it would be. 68 supply against 50 only. He needs to mine on this expansion for a little while longer. Another shop for, again, a second orb, which is... Oh, no, he actually already has a second orb. Hunter's Hall for RazerMoon for Wellspring, Ultravision, and perhaps... marksmanship, and maybe a lore. For bears. Bears, obviously, the counter to mountain giants. $70 against $50. Is there any chance? 4 mountain giants. How do you deal with these? I don't think you do. I think you just go for the heroes. I think it's got to be hero focus all the way. He's going for the mountain giants. That ain't going to happen, though, I'm afraid. Go for the Dryads. Not a bad choice. 2 go down. Cyclone on all the mountain giants, but they won't be in the air for too long with resistant skin. Keeper being focused. A pretty good fight from RazerMoon so far. Those mountain giants soak up a lot of damage, but don't do a ton. Your heroes need to be doing that damage. 52 versus 70 still, however. Ring on the ground. Heal scroll, decently timed. Cyclone is pretty much blocking the way for all the other mountain giants currently. Demon Hunter's pushing on vulnerability, might be traded. Illusion Mountain Giant is pretty strong. But this tree, I think it's got to be given up. He was repairing it the whole time. Maybe give it up and go upper left. I don't know if you're going to hold this expo. Counter expo almost up as well anyway. Marksmanship Ultra Vision on the way. Courtesy of the Hunter's Hall. Illusion, Mana Burnt. Unfortunate. Second orb now for the Naga is really good against the mountain giants. You can actually start to damage them. Oh, staffed out on the Demon Hunter. I'm afraid the wells aren't going to be too healthy. No, they're barely healthy at all. Two magic immediately abolish. Mana Burn and Tangle on the Naga. It's running out of health. Both the heroes are, and I don't know, RazerMoon. I don't know if you're going to hold this. Short of a hero kill. Potion? Drops the parry up. Naga, can he buy a potion himself? He does. Staff might be off cooldown. Keeps both of his heroes alive. But 44 against 73 now, and the Mountain Giants aren't any closer to dying than they were at the start of this push. Okay, they're a little bit closer to dying. Expansion. It's going to be fully mining soon. This is looking likely after... Oh, he's going to buy heal wards? Is there heal? Yeah, he buys heal wards. It's looking likely for Dise to be able to just heal up and repush and clean it up. What a heal ward purchase. Oh my god. So valuable. Jesus. Okay, this Mountain Giant is 220 health. Is he going to be full health here? Wait, heal wards are percentage based? Look how fast he's healing. Yeah, they're definitely percentage based. Okay, how much HP so far? 500 for this Mountain Giant. 600. Don't move it away. 800. 900. 1,000 HP on the Mountain Giants from that single heal ward. That is ridiculously strong. What a purchase. And this game is for sure over. There is a TP, but this tree isn't going to die unless he wants to lose his entire army. Oh. Got a TP out now, though, and the Demon Hunter might die. Gonna have to use the heal scroll to keep him alive. Does. And the tree doesn't die because of the taunt. The Wisps did, though. This expansion is at least mining. But again, you might have to give up this expansion and go upper left. That might be the only play that would give you a 1% chance of winning this game. It would be a 0% chance of winning if you defend this expansion. Not to mention, he can just fight, back up, use one more of those heal wards. Then he's good to go. No second orb yet for Dise. A little bit sad to not see that. And there is no way. Maybe hero focus again could be the play. Taunt makes the hero focus so difficult. Heal wards are 2%. Takes 50 seconds for a full heal. Okay, so very similar to a heal fountain. Demon Hunter level 5. Mountain Giants are in the air. Somehow RazerMoon is kind of making these fights work. I mean, he's still on 2 base. He's held again. But he's got to get a hero kill. He gets the keeper. 67 against 52. Demon level 5. All right, RazerMoon. I said you had a 0% chance to win this game if you held your expansion. You proved me wrong one time. But now you got to kill 4 Mountain Giants. back in. Needs to be cycloned. Is there not a cyclone? Apparently not. Main bases should be dry soon. 2 minutes for both. And Naga, proven to be the stronger hero in these late game situations because it's not Bear Mirror, so the aura doesn't really mean much. In fact, means really nothing. Except for the Demon Hunter right clicks on the side of RazerMoon.
Players' forces are under attack.
Scouting for a third. Dise is like, how are you still holding? Do you have a third base? He does not, Dise. Pot him third, and another orb. Triple orb. Like I said, it's very difficult to get to, but once you get there, that is a way to deal with the Mountain Giant. Second of the third of 3 heal wards used. Oh no, he used both. That's it. Okay, heal wards are gone. The Moonwells, because he had the heal wards, are pretty much full. Or will be after this nighttime. Bottom, third, orb, here, Demon Hunter, here as well. 50 against 72. He's done it before. Hero focus again. Fork lightning. Oh my god, the hero focus. Keeper's just dead again. Dude, the triple orb. Now to focus on the Demon Hunter. RazerMoon is kind of doing it, you guys. Look how much damage this demon takes. He might be dead. He's got a Fork Lightning. He's dead. He's dead. There's no way. He's dead. Both heroes. 46 against 65. Just have to deal with the Mountain Giants now, somehow, some way. And again, the orbs are the way. Look at the poison. Now, it's reduced because of the resistant skin, I'm pretty sure. But it's still very strong. The Demon Hunter's back from the tavern. And the first Mountain Giant dies. That's the first Mountain Giant of the game. Demon Hunter back from the tavern. Naga, though, has a Fork Lightning. If the Naga has a Fork Lightning, your Demon Hunter is screwed. Oh, he needed to turn Cold Arrow on. He's dead again. Demon Hunter's dead again. Oh my god, RazerMoon. Against all odds. Cyclone! Okay, there we go. He did it. Against all odds, is going to win this game, you guys. Main base is out, by the way. In right now. 50. 40. And the Mountain Giant's killed. I can't believe it. I don't know if it was a throw or RazerMoon playing quite well around the Mountain Giants, but regardless, RazerMoon has done it. And we're going to game 5, aren't we? Yeah, we're going to game 5. Dude, that's crazy. That's crazy. Demon Hunter back from the tavern again. But this demon's going to be level 6. Potham's already almost 3. Dude, the Potham with the third orb was so sick. It's all the tankiness against all the damage. And the damage won. Because hero focus. Keeper is just not as good as the Naga in these situations. You get a Fork Lightning off. You get a couple Cold Arrow shots and then triple orb behind it. Before you know it, your Keeper's dead. 58 against 39 now. This game is done, you guys. This game is done. Okay, Dise is very close to level 6 himself. Invispot? Or heals. He wants a heal scroll. Makes more sense. And this demon, anti-magic, level 6, metamorphosis, but he could just focus the demon with everything and he'll be dead before you know it. Metamorphosis on both sides. Oh my god, the flash damage is doing quite a bit. Cyclone on Treants, because what else can he cyclone? Did he just staff out the Mountain Giant? Sorry, I have to check the main base. Oh, he's 1 HP, my bad. Thought it was still healthy. Yeah, the Demon Hunter can only do so much. Does he want to just focus it with everything? He keeps cycloning it. There's a world in which he could just... Oh, the anti-magic. Well, the Fork Lightning was... The animation had started. Keeper being chased to the base by Metamorphosis. This demon needs to be careful. We have Eternity walking. 50 versus 50 all of a sudden. Oh my god. Is this game still going on? I'm DCing? Okay, we're good.
A player's forces are under attack.
If I DC'd, I would be very tilted, and then I would go Fluid TV, and everything would be alright, so we don't have to worry. I'm lagging. Is this my lag or everyone's lag? I don't know. They haven't paused yet. 50 against 53. Metamorphosis on cooldown for both for pretty much the same amount of time. Oh my god, potion of vulnerability. Forced. Gate tree on tree action. We know which tree will win if there's no armies here. Tangle level 2. One shot, one kill. This game is ridiculous. There was 2 times when I said it was just over and there was nothing the other player could do. Dise is kind of back in the game now, but again, I say, hero focus is just a possibility. He's just like, here, just focus the keeper. Here, just focus the demon hunter. Easy. Just focus, just attack everything on the demon hunter. Exactly. What are you gonna do? That's always a card that RazerMoon's gonna have with Triple Orb and with Naga. Dise doesn't even have 2 orbs yet. Okay, what are the expos at? 3k, and this one, of course, at a lot more. He's killing the expo that's been mining for the longest amount of time. Staff out on the DH that was about to die. This tree's dead. One base again. But now this tree will start mining here. He's got to right-click on the gold mine, though. How long will it take him? Okay, there he goes. Level 6 if he gets a wisp. No Naga level 6 for you. No mana for you either. Metamorphosis off cooldown now. Now this is a game.
A town is under siege.
Moonwells. Not healthy. He needs heal wards again. Bought a heal scroll instead. Is he just going to use it? Yes. But the Mountain Giant is going to take all day. He could just sit at the Moonwells. And eventually he'll be healthy enough. Just put him here, put him on auto heal. Come back a minute later, he'll be full health. That's all your juice. 50 against 67 yet again. We're in this position where Dise is just up 20 supply. How good can Tornado be? Honestly, not worth the mana, right? I mean, Cold Arrow, he doesn't need because he has an orb. But Tornado, he probably just wants the mana on Fork Lightning instead, no? We'll see. Because we're going to have level 6 Naga very soon. There's a Metamorphosis. There's level 6. Does skill Tornado. Oh, no. Okay. I thought he was about to die to a Fork Lightning, but we'll live to tell the tale. Look at the orbs. Taking like 30 damage per tick. And finally, I think this is the first time RazerMoon's made it into Dice's base this game. But there's a lot of Dryads. There's a whole lot of Dryads. And still one healthy Mountain Giant. Keeper died, apparently. Didn't see that one. Demon Hunter, Immolation. Only level 1 ammo, though. And he just doesn't have the health to keep it up. How much can the Dryads do? They need to do it on their own. Moonwells. It's nighttime and Wellspring is upgraded. This Demon Hunter can heal up in perpetuity. One hero dead. Oh no, the Naga gonna be chased down level 7. That's probably level 2 evasion. Dude, RazerMoon's losing his whole army. Oh no, the Dryads. And the Keeper will be back. Oh, sweet Jesus. 47 versus 38 versus 47. Oh no. His whole army's dead. Keeper's back in 60. Potham's back in 80. Potham is honestly the least valuable hero on the field right now, though. Oh, just lost the whole army. Supply is still even, though. What do we have? 7,000? 2,700. But this still mining for a little while longer. But we need to see the top left focused on. by, honestly, both of these players, but more importantly, RazerMoon soon enough. Rune Braces would be good, but not worth the gold at this stage. Better to get a heal scroll push on vulnerability from the marketplace, to answer your question in the chat. Oh my lordy. Moonwell's healthy as hell, though. And Metamorphosis off cooldown sooner for Dise. It's off cooldown right now. But 30 seconds. It'll be ready for the next fight for RazerMoon. But the mana is the problem now for Dise, no? And the Moonwells. Oh, actually, never mind. It was a problem, but now they're all right. Nighttime almost over. Can't believe there's a red camp left. It's the only camp left. 31 minutes. Are we going to see 2 mined out Northern Isles in 2 tournaments? No, because there's no way this gold mine gets mined out. It's just impossible. But with that being said, this tree could start walking over. He should not build another tree. He should walk this tree over, of course, if RazerMoon can take that. Keep her back, pot him back. Tornado yet to be seen, but now the Naga is full mana. Heal scroll. There's Metamorphosis on both sides. 50 against 50. The supply is even. And we know who has the better heroes, and it's RazerMoon. Oh my god, he's owning. But look at the Demon Hunter! He's doing so much, he needs to attack the clumps. Yeah, he is. Oh, dude, yeah. Dice's Demon Hunter's doing a lot more. Look at the Dryad. Classic Dryad reach around there, everybody, that we're seeing. Dise trades all right, and the supply is still even. But he does have to back away because his heroes just can't stand up against the triple orb. Look at the Mountain Giant. Oh my god, triple orb is just horrifying. This is a Mountain Giant, guys. Look how fast it's dead. Not to mention, yeah, also Fairy Fire is insane, which we haven't seen enough of, Fairy Fire, I feel like, this game. This is honestly the first Fairy Fire I feel like we've seen the entire game. Level 7 Demon Hunter. The second level 7 Demon Hunter we've seen this game. Uh-oh. What are you doing? Okay, pushing vulnerability at least is there. This gold mine out. This gold mine. 900 gold. Oh my god. RazerMoon, you have to take the upper left or you have to kill this Tree of Eternity. The easier of those two is to just take the upper left. RazerMoon, do you realize this is about to run out? Okay, he's trying to move this tree. There we go. Also worth noting, this Moonwell, full. Should be utilized eventually. 34 minutes, everybody. Supply close to even. Nothing in production for Dise. RazerMoon is favored. He's favored enough to take that upper left, but he's got to go creep it. He's got to go creep it. Unholy Aura. Value this game, by the way. We still don't know what the upper left could bring. Could it bring Khadgars? Imagine. He's attacking the Tree of Eternity. He should, like, if he loses this fight right now, RazerMoon, he's not going to have the upper left to fall back on. He's got to win this fight then, RazerMoon. He's deciding to not creep the upper left, instead trying to break the last remaining gold mine. And, okay, the Keeper is just dead. A good start, obviously. Metamorphosis, 5 seconds for both. But no mana for either. Actually, more mana for RazerMoon. And RazerMoon might have just done it. Archer shot levels up. The Demon Hunter was dead there if he didn't get that level up. 8 HP. Keeper back from the tavern. Is there enough Moonwells? No, there's no Moonwells at all. Forced into a Moonstone. And now he's got to kill this Tree of Eternity with Talons and Archers. Going to give RazerMoon a little bit of time. Okay, no gold will soon be the reality for both players. Demon Hunter? Hello? Has a potion. Still no Tornado, by the way. That's all this game is missing, is Tornado.
player's forces are under attack.
What is the Demon Hunter doing? Where is the Demon Hunter? Apparently half HP. Here he is. Has Metamorphosis if he wants to use it. Should use it. There we go. Heals him up a little bit. Oh, this demon needs to be staffed out soon. That's pushing a vulnerability, actually. Staffs him out. 32 against 40 supply. Mountain Giant Cyclone over here. This expansion still mining everybody. Demon Hunter. Keeper. Crow form over the trees. Okay, doesn't change anything, but that was a sick attempted play there. Could have cycloned him. This tree is being killed, but is this really the best usage of the time with the Demon Hunter that needs to go heal right now? Oh, he's just dead. And RazerMoon, somehow, someway, has won this game. At the 37-minute mark. Nearly mined out Northern Isles. The triple orb is just too strong. Okay, the Keeper's being rebuilt. Does he have to... I mean, if he can get both of his heroes back, Dise, there's a small chance. I mean, he's got a Mountain Giant and Dryads. It's going to be heroes versus heroes. Keeper can come back, sell Bone Chimes. But, I mean, the Altar's going to be next on the menu, isn't it? It has to be. Mountain Giant and a Dryad and a Keeper in 50 seconds. That's what we have. Hey, Razor, you got just go kill the Altar. Is there another tree to be moved? Oh, this tree could be moved. The upper left and this tree. Now taking this gold mine. Mountain Giant said level 5 pot him. How? That gives the Demon Hunter extra damage during Metamorphosis too, right? Doesn't it? Okay, Altar. Tornado! There it is. The perfect ending to this game. The absolute perfect ending. Couldn't be any better. The Keeper might come back. And then he could sell the Bone Chimes and revive, but it dies at 99%. And we're going to game 5. And you know what? If Dise, this came down to, remember the Tavern Surround with the archers earlier? Obviously, didn't necessarily force Dise to go Keeper. He didn't know about it, but the greater heal that allowed RazerMoon to trade more favorably did. And there we go. 2-2. We're still not done with the series yet. But yeah, the fact that Dise was forced to go Keeper and not Naga obviously had a huge effect on this game. If he had a Naga himself, he could have done exactly the same hero focus that RazerMoon could have. Northern Isles is just making for some epic games recently. And let's not forget, this is a random versus random as well. So we're not going to get another Night Elf mirror. Alright. Alright, we're going to take a 3-minute break. They need a pause, and I need to go to the bathroom. We'll be back in 3 minutes with the 5th and final game of the day. Stay tuned. Random vs. Random Twisted Meadows coming up. Could be a lot of fun. Be right back. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Game 5, Twisted Meadows, Random Mirror. Let's not forget, just because the last was both main races. 5th and final game on Twisted Meadows between Dise. Here we go. Let's see what races they get for the last game of the day. In the bottom left, getting Orc for the first time. RazerMoon in the upper right, getting Undead for the second time. It is Dise goes Dreadlord against the Farseer again. That game was nuts. So I'd just like to point out I made 2 completely incorrect calls today. What was the first? I forget what the first was, but I remember there was something. Oh, it was that on Concealed Hill, RazerMoon should have never gone to the fountain because he would never win, and then he went to the fountain and he won. And then it was last game when I said there was a 0% chance if RazerMoon defended his expansion that he would win, and then he defended it and he won. So that's 2 times in RazerMoon's case I said something with certainty and was absolutely wrong. Just want to point that out, so that you guys know too, that I am ashamed. I should feel shame. Oh, thank you, Burrush, also for gifting us up to YGKK. Appreciate you. Dreadlord versus Farseer. Hard to say who's favored here, because the Farseer is obviously going to be very good against the expansion, unless he just gets blind surrounded. But the Dreadlord is going to be much better late game. But now this is just a free expo. Do you just creep? Or do you put down a second barracks? I don't know. I don't play Farseer. I don't know. Acolyte goes down, but that's not the 6th Acolyte. That's the 7th Acolyte. Dreadlord gets a ring. And the Farseer comes back in, lacking a TP, but still healthy as ever. Dreadlord's going to be 2. Speaking of 2 Ziggurats before the expansion. Better safe than sorry, as we say here in Canada. No sleep surrounds should happen ever again. He's got too many units. And Nikki, New York. Thank you for the 7 months. Appreciate you. Or just Nick, New York. Not Nikki. I just assumed when I saw New York that it would be, you know, Nikki. As I say that with a Boston accent. Thanks for the 7 months. Brunt, not denied, but 2 ghouls do go down. An even trade, question mark. But the issue for RazerMoon is he's losing units that could then block the future sleep surround. But 3rd Headhunter comes, and a 4th one on the way. This expansion is severely late. We could just see, honestly, RazerMoon go straight tier 3, Tiny Great Hall counter expand. No problem. Now, that can struggle against hit and run, because Dreadlord is very, very good at ghoul run-bys, Carrion Swarm harass. We even see, you know, Gargs and stuff with Dreadlord against Orc. But for now, yeah, this is a nice play. This is something we see Hitman do with a Blade Master instead. Just cut off the Acolyte that wants to build a gold mine. Just sit in between the bases and just wait. And this is not an expansion. He was going to expand well teching, but he lost the extra Acolyte, so RazerMoon's in a fantastic position now. Unless he loses the Farseer, which he shouldn't. Yeah, look at the positioning. Just going to be every ghoul dead. The counter surround, what a sick turnaround from RazerMoon. Can Dise fight his way out? 2 Headhunters will go down. 3 are going to go down. Sleep, he fights his way out. Oh my god, he loses every Headhunter for it. Holy hell, the turnaround was sick. Into the surround, into the reverse surround, into the reverse kill all your Headhunters. Jesus. And Dise, with that nice play, is now ahead. But just barely, because he never got his expansion up. So just barely, slightly, a little bit ahead. Off those, what, 4 Headhunter kills? Maybe he's not even ahead. He's lost quite a few ghouls. He's killed a Grunt and 5 Headhunters, I think, total this game. And he's lost maybe 4 ghouls. And he's down a little bit of attack. By about a minute. Maybe RazerMoon's ahead. But the Dreadlord's about to be 3. I'll let you guys decide. I've been wrong too many times today. You know what? If I had to bet money, I would say RazerMoon's ahead. Okay, that's what I'm sticking with. Expansion coming up though. Yeah, if I was RazerMoon, I would go. I would obviously start with headhunters because you have to against random, or at least that's what most people do. But then I would go double B Stereo Mass Wind Riders with a TC second. I would play that all day against an off-race undead player. All day. But against a Dreadlord, I don't really know. Death Knight on the way out. Obviously, earlier we had no Death Knight on Autumn Leaves from Dise. This time around, realizing he's going to need the health. Goes for the DK. Is there no Spirit Tower coming up? There isn't. This isn't really going to deter RazerMoon, perhaps, from just canceling the gold mine. He's got to be careful with the Farseer. Let's go Hex first. Didn't bring items with the Shadow because he didn't have a shop. He forgot about it. That's a whoopsie-doopsie daisy, but he gets the cancel on the gold mine at the cost of probably 2 headhunters. For RazerMoon's sake, hopefully it's not 4 headhunters. There's 1. Will be 2. Realizing maybe the Shadows are backing away. The DK's on the way, though, to heal up. The Dreadlord that's a little hurting right now. 4.6 Dreadlordio. Again, I'm leaning towards Dise in a good position here. Level 3 Farseer. Tier 3 on its way for both, but much closer for RazerMoon, which is necessary. He's going to want to counter expand. Priest to heal up because of the salves lacking. Reinforced defenses finished, which is nice because, again, ghoul run-bys, sometimes you see guards, mass destros, you see all sorts of weird, cheesy techs from the undead when you're up against a Dreadlord, so I like early reinforced defenses, very safe, sound play. Again, a gold mine cancel. No speed scroll, though, so we got to be careful. Perhaps RazerMoon could take some losses here for this cancel. But, I mean, he's got a Raider. Could probably fight. Ooh, surround. Hex. Arian Swarm's going to be big. Dodges it, though. Nicely done. And re-closes the surround, but the Raider will fall. There's going to be a Dead Knight on the field, though. Only level 1 and actually denied. Some really snazzy plays out of Dise this game. Splits are nice, though, at a RazerMoon. Not allowing any money carrion swarms. Could hit 3 now, but wouldn't be able to secure the kill. Oh, carrion swarm. Get it. What is he doing? Why is he almost getting surrounded there? Death Knight almost out. Gold mine again being rebuilt. Tier 3 is done. Berserkers are finished. And will we have the Tiny Great Hall? He could just go creep the red and Tiny there. Pick it up with a TC that should be on the way soon, RazerMoon. Statue ensnared. Carrion Swarm is good. Death Knight again being the focus fire target. Ghouls being pulled from the main. Oh, careful. Push and vulnerability used. Because Carrion Swarm Coil is pretty deadly here. Statue hurt, but not dead. It's Raider, though. Ooh. Nope, Coil only does 100 damage there. Oh, there's a Fiend Shot as well, so it's actually kind of lucky there. That Raider got away. Again, the gold mine's going to be canceled. And TC on the way, +1 on the way. And I guess you don't need a Tiny counter expand if you just never let them expo. He's fighting under 2 Nerubians. Is that enough? Death Knight barely gets away. Raider's slowed. But this very ragtag army. These 4 Frenzy Ghouls are so sick right now. A lot of losses for both. RazerMoon will end up with the stronger army after these trades. But it's not as though he hasn't taken losses, and every loss gets him closer. Oh my god, the Lich with Orb comes in. Never mind. The stronger army is with Dise now. Okay, RazerMoon has to... Remember the Mr. Winner series where we said he has to go back and consolidate? This is where you go back and consolidate. DK. Denied again! And now Destro as well. Consolidate. Consolidate, consolidate, consolidate. Go back. Creep. Get +3 attack. Get a tiny Great Hall. Expand. And hope the Dreadlord never hits level 6. Still a fine army for RazerMoon. He didn't lose any heroes. Dise lost his DK twice and plenty of units. But he lost a lot just at the tail end there, RazerMoon. Is he going to expand again? The 5th time's the charm. That's what we say here in Canada. Or at least that's what we say here in Vancouver when it comes to Stanley Cups.
A player's forces are under attack.
Creeping continues. Dreadlord's going to get 5. Whether you like it or not, he's going to get 5. Do we have a tiny? We do for the Farseer. RazerMoon is still ahead here. He's still ahead with this expansion. And Destro's going to help Dise creep out a lot. Okay, expansion. Here we go. This time it'll get up, no? And this is going to be tough to creep. 3 heroes should be enough. Alright, in a power creeping game, I ask you guys the question. Who is favored? Farseer, Shadowhunter, TC, or Dreadlord DK Lich? I would say Dreadlord DK Lich. Maybe you guys would disagree. TC getting some levels could look pretty juicy. Or 3. And this will be level 2 on the TC. Of course, RazerMoon is going to creep a lot faster until there's more than one Destro, let's say. Orb of Dankness. It's not bad on the TC. Then all 3 heroes can hit air. You generally get an Orb of Lightning on the TC anyway with this tri-hero. So maybe instead he just uses the orb. And the creeping battle continues. But there's really nothing left to do but for RazerMoon to force a town portal. There's no necropolis. Okay, he's going to keep creeping. The typical play would be to go to the main base right now and force the TP because there's no creeps close by, other than this lab. Which seems to be what he's going to do. Will Dise have the time to get the red? If Dise gets the red, that's 5-3-3, you guys. One more camp and his heroes are so sick. One more camp. This is Dreadlord 5, this is DK 3. Necropolis not going to get up, though, so he's going to have to TP to his main, or maybe does he just keep creeping? Is that a Pendant of Mana I see on the Dreadlord? That's a 700 mana level 5 Dreadlord, everybody. I don't even care the expansion's dead. How the hell are you going to win this fight? There's level 5, and here's level 3, and here's level 3. Okay, Expo dead. How many heal scrolls do we have? We do have 2 heal scrolls and a shadow level 3. And Dise just keeps on creeping. His heroes are horrifying right now. Look at this Dreadlord's mana. How many Carrion Orbs is that? 8 by the time he uses all of them, and there's regen from statues? Maybe even 9 by the time he uses all of them. Not to mention the items. Look at the Lich. DK has a greater heal. It's all looking good for Dise, except for the fact he's down a base and he's down 15 supply. That's not looking good, but the heroes are horrifying. I'll say that again. Comes RazerMoon. Has a TP, and he's probably going to need to use it. I doubt he's going to win off this push, because look at this. Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it. Oh my lord. And there's like 8 of those. There's so many of those. Hex, focus fire on the DK. DK has a greater heal, though. First heal scroll already used. I think second heal scroll already used. RazerMoon, I know you have a big supply advantage and an expo. I don't think this is going to go well for you. I only see him feeding level 6 Dreadlord and then losing the game. Okay. He does get away. But look how many units died. He was 65 supply, now he's 46. He killed a couple acolytes in the meantime. Nice split push, but expansion's coming up again. Need I repeat what I said at the red camp, everybody? These heroes are horrifying. Greater heal forced. Very important. DK focus has kind of been what's been winning RazerMoon the fights at times. Level 3 TC. Big upgrade. For, of course, the hero focus as well. Still some decent creep camps left. A couple big oranges and then all the reds. Expansion. But a burrow to defend it. Dise didn't buy a town portal, ladies and gentlemen. Did not buy a town portal. I am scared for him. We're going to see a lot of focus fire on this DK. Potion of vulnerability passed over. If the DK can live, Dise can win this fight. But if he does not live, I am scared for him. He's got the Destros for the Devour on the Hex, but he can't do much about the Stomp. There's the first. Potion of vulnerabilities here. Oil lands on the Lich. He's keeping his heroes alive pretty well here, Dise. Mana pot used, heal wave. Statue falls. Obviously, Purge available. Farseer has the Orb of Lightning. TC sold the Orb of Darkness. Oh my lord. DK out of coils though. But the Orc army is out of mana except for the Farseer, which can't really do much. What are you going to do? Chain Lightning. Not going to win you this fight. Fighting continues. And the expansion is up, by the way. Nearly fully saturated. Statue. Purge, but not entirely focused. Ooh, there's a Raider here. Oh, the Carrion Swarm. But Dreadlord somehow is almost out of mana. This Raider has to be killed. Sleep on the Raider instead. I like that choice. Could be woken up. But it isn't. And Dise barely gets out of there alive. 900 gold on him. 56 against 40 supply. 2 base, 2 base. But the Wolves find it. And this is pre-level 5 Farseer. Once those level 3 Wolves are on the field, you need to probably camp a Destro at the Expo. Or have like 3 towers. I think 3 towers is necessary against level 3 Wolves. And we're very close to level 5 Farseer, everybody. DK almost 4. Lich almost 4. Level ups. For both players. Got a game on our hands, everybody. This turned out to be quite a great series. I said it was going to be a really short day, and what do you know? We're at the 5-hour mark again, almost. Nice. They did not disappoint with the random mirror. Blast of the creeps. You could just power creep up to 5 Farseer and just keep sending wolves over here. Free Raider, perhaps? Oh yeah, that's a free Raider. That's a whoopsie doopsie double level up. And now there's a TP and a mana pot and another potion of vulnerability and a heal scroll. I'm scared for RazerMoon. But what he can do is what he has been doing, which is continuously killing the expansions and harassing. Question becomes, if they both lose their expos, who is favored? Main bases are about to run out. It's going to be Dise that's favored if they both lose the expos, right? Oh my god, there goes the peons. Could Dise TP? Will he be willing to TP? RazerMoon has one too, but no, Dise is going to unsummon. Now, could RazerMoon TP and defend? Now or never, make up your mind. Another gold mine down here. Main bases. Out. And almost out. TP, last second TP. Raiders nuked right away. TC. This positioning's really good for RazerMoon. That Carrion Swarm's landing pretty flush. Dreadlord nowhere near level 6. It's going to take a long time for him to get level 6. Farseer is now level 5 as well, by the way. All the ghouls cleaned up. No destroyer here against the Hex. Now morphed. And the hero focus. Oh, the nuke kills the Farseer. And the continuous sleep. He's not even really using Carrion Swarm. There's a stomp. Destro needs to try to save itself, but not going to be able to. Surround on the DK. Carrion Swarm fights his way out, though, but stomp. Maybe first hero for second hero. TP swapped. And that is looking like Dise is winning game 5. Because the main bases are out. How do you get your hero back? He doesn't have the gold to build it from the altar. If he did, level 3 wolves, again I say. Oh, he didn't even go level 3 wolves. Rip. Level 3 wolves at this stage of the game is so sick because you can get so much efficiency with them with harassing and scouting, etc. Okay, he's going to creep for the gold. Okay, he managed to get it back. Dude, level 3 Chain Lightning, though, I just don't know if that's it. In these super late game situations, the wolves are so good. Like, that means you can pretty much not expand. But, I mean... Oh, no! I think what we're going to see is just Coil Nova Carrion Swarm until the game's over for Dise.
A player's forces are under attack.
And he realizes probably there's no gold for a Tavern Revive. Gonna go straight for the altar. 60 seconds. How long can you repair for? RazerMoon has a decent amount of gold. Oh, is he gonna get level 6 off peons? Very close to it. And now he's just gonna kill the altar. And I don't know if the TC's gonna get here in time. Scouting to make sure there's no expansion. There is one at the upper left constructing, but this one's already mining. And the Farseer, he needs another 300 gold to get him back. He could sell all the agility items in the TC. But then how do you heal him up? How do you get him mana? Not the easiest of tasks. Oh, no Nerubian. There goes the agility items. In fact, all the items. Where's the lumber, though? He doesn't have lumber to Tavern Revive. Does he have peons? 1 peon for lumber. 2 peons for lumber. Yeah, you don't got a lumber, bro. You can't get him back. He's got to either cancel this Great Hall to get him back or leave the game. You can't afford a Zeppelin. I mean, 70 lumber for a Zeppelin, no? Oh, no, 50. Okay, good. Carrion Swarm can hit the Zeppelin. Oh, please run the Zeppelin away. Carrion Swarm's going to kill it. Yeah. And GG. Well played. And Dise wins game 5. Took a long time. What a good series. Very, very entertaining. Nice to see Random Mirror every once in a while. Especially Random Mirror when it's evenly skilled.